Oh, you can actually see me now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
Jimmy, can you start that over? Because Jeff was looking at the...
God,
okay.
I'm in the background. I hate this.
Oh, God.
Look at that yellow
Flex the
traffic
muscles.
cone.
That'll be good.
All right, you have to watch Jimmy so he...
Okay,
cue
Jimmy,
you
I'm
in.
watching. Welcome to the Meyers Jewelers Radio Show. And I think we have a few interesting things to try to talk about today. What do you think, Mike?
We do, but before we get into anything jewelry specific, I want to talk about what you did on Monday.
Oh, Monday. One of my absolute favorite days of the year. Monday was the Columbus Blue Jackets Foundation golf outing. And being that we are the official jeweler of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
And have been for how many years?
This, I believe, is our 6th season. So we have been doing this for a while now. And we are also a big sponsor and help the Blue Jackets Foundation raise money for their charities, which are generally children's charities. They have built quite a few playgrounds in underprivileged neighborhoods where they can't afford a nice playground in the school district. So they've done some awesome work with that, and they really do a nice job with helping pediatric cancer patients. And then get underprivileged youth hockey equipment. So they do some really nice things. But Monday was the golf outing. So the golf outing, you get to play with a Blue Jacket personality.
And you got like the ultimate.
Oh, it was awesome. The way they do it is you do a draft. So you kind of bid on your draft spot, and the money obviously goes to the foundation. So we had the 7th pick, and I could not believe that sitting at the 7th pick was Coach John Tortorella. And I talked to Scott and said, Scott, we got to take the coach. I think people were scared to take him or something.
Well,
I don't know what it was.
Intimidating when you see
He's
him
a little
on TV.
scary when you watch him on TV or look up those YouTube videos of him like trying to attack players back in the locker room. But on the golf course at an event like this, he was the total opposite, and he was awesome. So we had a great time golfing with the coach, and then got to have dinner with him afterwards, and sat with him at the dinner table for a couple hours.
You had like 8 hours.
We had like 8 hours with the coach, and it was fabulous. Super, super good guy. And then this Thursday we're filming new commercials with Brandon Dubinsky will be there filming. So we're going to have new spots running starting in October, which will be exciting. That's always fun to do. And I believe the charity raised, last year they raised $200,000 in that one day. And this year, the way that people were bidding on things, I've got to believe it was more. So I didn't hear an exact figure yet, but they raised at least $200,000 for the foundation in just one day.
Well, there's a lot of enthusiasm for them, especially based on how last year went.
Oh, yeah.
And with Torts being here, and I've told you this over and over again, being a Rangers fan.
That's right. I forgot you're a Rangers fan.
Yes. I mean, there's nothing really to brag about at this point, but when he came here, I thought, if nothing else, that's the one person I'd want to meet in a Blue Jackets locker room, and then you told me you went golfing with him, so that was huge. Yeah,
it was very exciting, and being a Blue Jacket sponsor is also very exciting. I'm a big hockey fan, so it works out nicely doing that. We're supporting our home team. We do some great charitable things with them. And it's been a very nice partnership. They're a great organization to work with. Hockey players in general, we've done things being in the jewelry business. A lot of different people like jewelry, so we've been with lots of different type of athletes, and hands down the hockey guys are the nicest.
Well, they've been coming to you since the inception, really. I mean, I know that a lot of hockey players, even before your affiliation with them, they were coming to you for a long time. I think ever since the Grove City store has been open.
Yes.
At least.
Yep. So
because Rick Nash used to come in, I mean, actually, that's where I've met some of these guys. I didn't even know they were hockey players because they didn't have their jersey on, but they were always coming to you first.
Yes. Yeah, we've had quite a few of them. Coaches, the players, executives, and it's been a very nice relationship with them. And this Friday is opening night, so we're very excited. Yeah, I think I'm going to go to it. Yeah, yes, it should be awesome. Islanders had a great preseason, and we had an excellent preseason. It was good to see Dubois. If anybody doesn't know, that was not this year, but the year before. That was our I believe was the number 3 pick in the entire draft, and did not make the squad last year, although he was only 18 years old, so he wasn't ready. But this year came prepared, and I asked the coach about it, and he said he's ready to go, and had a really good preseason. So I'm very excited to see how he does.
I was going to ask you about inside the stadium. You guys have those banners where you're pointing. Are they still up?
Yes, for sure.
And mine are still...
Yes, but that was... something we've kind of talked about with everybody, and I believe we're going to probably put something else up there, and kind of reworking that. So
they definitely stand out when you're walking by. There's not too many. I mean, you guys are about 8 foot tall, and
yeah, those were a good idea they had put up.
Didn't you used to get people would send you like Facebook posts? Or
yes,
Instagram posts?
We actually did a contest once. Whoever did the best post by doing the point by the banners won a meet and greet back by the locker room with Brandon Dubinsky, who's a spokesman of ours, and that was a pretty good little contest we did. So we always try to do one of those a year, some sort of contest for people to get to go back by the locker room and have a meet and greet with some of the players. So that's always fun to do.
And you've done the presentations on the ice. You and Scott both have done those in the past.
Yep, we've done that. We're actually giving away a $500 gift card at the game Friday night. So we'll be on the Jumbotron doing a $500 gift card giveaway. So everybody who's there has a chance to win. Anybody can win.
You don't normally get nervous about things, but I've always wondered this about you. When they're doing that and the entire stadium is looking at you, do you ever get kind of butterflies about it?
No, it's fun.
You're like the most calm, cool person I've ever met, because I would not want every 20,000 people looking up there and I'm just holding that card. Like that would make me nervous.
Nope. There was only one thing I got nervous for, and in my religion, not to discuss religion, but in my religion, when a parent... you could discuss that. When a parent passes away, you should mourn for 11 months. And the mourners should get up and lead the service, because you do it every day, 7 days a week. So my brother and I do that. And the first time stepping up there to do that, I was very nervous because I had never done that before. And singing in front of, religious prayers in front of people, that had done it for years, that was a little nerve-wracking. So that was one thing that made me nervous. But not anymore. Yeah, I like doing it now.
Well, you do well on things like this, for sure. I wanted to get back to the aspect of why you did the golf outing, though. You did it for the charity. It wasn't just to rub elbows. I mean, that comes along with it, because I think a lot of people don't know all the charitable things that you do at Meyers. The watch band example of where you're taking that money, you're not even keeping that money and you're giving it to St. Jude. I mean, can you kind of talk about those?
What we do, this is it has a couple good layers to the St. Jude hospital charity that we are involved in. For years, we have been giving, and I bet we've been doing this for probably 25 years, when someone comes in for a battery, which is $8.50, and we usually do them while you wait. We take that money and put it into a canister, and then save it for charity. And then also, if somebody comes in to get their watch band shortened, which people they'll buy a watch online or wherever, and they need it shortened. They come in, so we'll charge whatever. It depends on the difficulty of the watch. And then we'll take that money and put it in the canister, and we can accumulate a good chunk of money that we will give to charity. And one of the main ones that we give it to is St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And we do it through the radiothon that WCOL does. And I was fortunate to be asked to go to St. Jude Hospital
in Memphis
to kind of see where does that money go, what does it do, what the hospital is like, because you kind of see on TV and they tug at your heartstrings, they really pull at your heart when you see those commercials. And when you go to St. Jude's, it was the most amazing place I've ever been. I believe you've been there as well.
Right.
Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
When all this started, someone would come into the sales meeting once a year and show you this video, and I couldn't take it because my daughter was very young. And so when my deal was, I will sell more sponsorships to this thing, and I will give away my commission if I don't have to watch the video. So I had never sat through the whole thing. So the reward was, they will send you to the hospital to see this. And I thought, there's no way I can sit through that. It will be so depressing. And
that's what people think.
Right.
But when you walk in there,
it's nothing but hope. I mean, I don't want to say just hope. It is, these kids are alive because they got there.
Yes, it's a very uplifting experience. I just couldn't believe they use the word hope when they're there, and nobody's walking around there sitting there crying. I mean, the kids are very upbeat.
They're just like normal kids once you get there.
When they get there, they try to make it exactly like they are normal children, not going through a catastrophic illness, which they are if you go to that hospital. The great thing about that hospital is that it's pretty much the ones like, if they were at, Cincinnati's Children's Hospital, they've done everything they could for a child. And they basically will tell them there's not much more we can do. Then you send the case to St. Jude and they see if they have some way of trying to help. And then they will go there. And I know from a personal experience, a family member of ours, on my wife's side, a little 2-year-old boy named Aiden. He had a very rare form of leukemia. He was from Pittsburgh, and he was at the hospital there, spent about 8 months at the Pittsburgh Children's Hospital, and they told him that they couldn't do any more. And basically said to the parents, take them home, make them comfortable, and basically sent them home to die. The family said, we're not going to just do that. So they did research, got a hold of St. Jude. St. Jude said this is a case, it's going to be a very difficult one, but, let's see what we can do and try. So Aiden went there. They pay for everything. Do not pay for one dime for anything.
It's 100% donations is funded.
Whatever insurance doesn't pay, and if you don't have insurance,
they don't care.
They don't care. So that is never a thought. And I was fortunate to go there and visit with Aiden and his family. Spent 3 days there with the radiothon that I went for. And then Aiden happened to be there, so I got to spend some nice time with him. The floor that he was on when Danny Thomas first opened St. Jude's Children's Hospital, 90% of the children died. Today, it has flipped. 90% survive and go home.
If they can get there. If
Correct.
They can get to St. Jude.
Unfortunately, Aiden's leukemia was very, very aggressive and very rare, and he did pass away. But his family says that they basically got an extra 8 months with Aiden that they would never had. And it was in 8 months that they really tried to make, they went on trips to the zoo when he could leave the hospital, and they would do like campouts in the hallway. They set up tents. So, they tried to do things to give the children there, somewhat of a normal life. And the other good thing is the family agreed to allow Aiden's body to be used for research for this extremely rare cancer, because on top of being a hospital, they are a leading authority for pediatric cancer research. And they got some great studies from Aiden that actually is being used. I was talking to his family a few weeks ago at a wedding, and they were using some of the research on a child that had a very similar leukemia that hopefully will help save him. So that's just something that we're very fond of, and the watch batteries that people bring in and go to help fund that.
And people can also make donations if they're just there anyway.
Correct.
I think what gets lost is that, we do this every year. We've been doing it at least 12 years together.
Yep.
You and I have. So, when you look at it, I remember when we first talked about it, a lot of people will say, well, I'm not familiar with it, or they'll see the commercials on TV that one time a year and it's over. But, they do their donations every day. What's cool is you guys are really raising money every single day, giving money towards it.
Correct.
We just make that one check presentation one
The other
time.
thing, I've gotten a few comments from people, which I understand, is why don't you give it to Columbus Children's? First of all, we do. We do take some of that and do give that to Children's Hospital in Columbus. But that hospital is fully run only by charitable donations, period.
And it costs over $1 million a day just
Correct.
to operate it. Just the lights, the transporting of blood. It costs like $1,100 to transport one bag of blood from the first floor to the 7th where they did the transfusions. You got to think about how many bags of blood, because that's the insurance piece of it. That's how I used to always look at it, is how many bags of blood could we get transported up there
Correct.
if we did this together.
And it brings, and it helps children from literally all over the world.
Yeah.
So there's and I believe there are, or this was as of last year, a couple kids that were from Columbus
Yes.
that were there. And then it doesn't stop once you leave. They get you back and forth and take care of you up through your teenage years. So, it does help people from literally all over the world. So we kind of wanted to, that's where our thoughts kind of went, and figured it'll help a wide spread of folks.
I just wanted to get that in there because I didn't want people to think the hockey thing is really cool, but you were going for the charity first and foremost.
Correct.
But the other part is how strongly you believe in St. Jude. So I wanted to cover that too. We are up against the break. We will be right back. All right, so we'll just finish with Tacori. I didn't want to stop it, but I'm like, we're going to run out of time.
Yes.
Okay,
I understand.
So you're going to bring us back, and then I'm going to ask you about the Tacori event.
Record this one.
Oh, yeah. What do you think of those?
Those are sweet.
Anybody still on there watching? These are new cufflinks. Rachel, what do you think of these?
Those are nice. They're spiffy.
They are nice.
Yeah, very nice. These are the Ohio State Buckeye cufflinks for all you Buckeye fans.
You might need to explain what Ohio State is. Nobody watching.
Oh, over there, nobody knows Ohio
it's
State.
an institution of higher learning.
Clearly. I
Yeah.
went there.
Yes, Rachel went there.
Yes. Rachel, you went there?
Yeah. Look
So
what
did
they're
I.
turning out. Exactly. Look what the three of you.
I graduated from there.
Yeah.
Dominican.
I liked it
Still
so
the
much,
best
I went
junior
there
college out
5.5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Go Bucks.
Let's roll.
About 8 more minutes.
Bring us back.
Welcome back to the Meyers Jewelers Radio Show. And I want to say a big hello to my brother Scott, who I believe is listening out there.
Oh, I'm sure he's listening.
Yes, making sure every word I'm saying is appropriate.
Making sure people can see you on Facebook. Making sure that
Yes.
you're plugging. Well, I know Scott will be happy about this. We need to get into the event that's coming up. We probably should have done that in the beginning.
Yes, we got carried away,
Yeah,
but that's okay.
That's all right. The Tacori event that you got coming up.
Yes, we have a Tacori event October 20th and 21st. So, anybody in the market for an engagement ring, but especially a Tacori engagement ring or wedding band, that would be a fabulous time to come in and look, because Tacori will be in our store. They bring every single ring, wedding band, fashion piece that they carry into the store. And we're not allowed to really say this, but...
Well, let's not say it on the radio, but go ahead and say it on the radio.
But it is the only time you can really get a little deal on Tacori, because you are not allowed to do that. But we've got a tax back...
like a rebate.
Rebate, there you go. That's a good word. I couldn't think of what it was. Where you basically will be able to buy Tacori without paying the tax. We'll pay the tax for you.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's a nice little extra. They also have a new thing, and go on the Tacori website, or you can go on our website and find Tacori.
MyersJewelers.com.
MyersJewelers.com. Called The Journey. And what it basically is, you can earn points based off of your purchase to go towards discounting on hotel reservations for travel all over the world. It works like you go on your own, the Tacori's very own website, and it's like going on Expedia or any of those, and you compare to Expedia the price you would pay and to the Journey website, which is through Tacori, and it comes out way cheaper. So you definitely save money.
So like airline miles through a credit card type thing.
Kind of. Yes, you get a card and everything, and keep track of your Journey points based off of your Tacori dollars purchased. So it's it gets kind of, yes, brand new. They've just come out with, and you're going to be able to use that for this event as well. And we're doing one other thing. If you opt not to do the tax rebate and you would like to do financing, and don't fall off the chair when I say this, we are going to be doing, oh yeah, okay. We are going to be offering 60, that's 60 months, same as cash. So you can finance your purchase on any Tacori item during that event for those 2 days only. You can finance it with no interest for 60 months,
and you still
get the Journey travel part of it as well.
Wow.
You will not get the tax rebate, so you can pick one or the other on that. So that's pretty good for buying Tacori that you literally cannot get any deals on, because you are not allowed to do that.
Well, Tacori is very hot right now, right? I mean, when you're looking
Extremely.
in
It's,
magazines, you've showed me some of this, but I've
yes.
seen some. It's literally broken out like these movie stars on red carpets are wearing these Tacori.
So the other thing you can do, just to keep in mind, if you don't have a center diamond, then Scott was on the air talking about our bright crystal diamond. You can purchase the bright crystal diamond to go into the Tacori engagement ring and finance all that at 60 months, same as cash.
Wow.
Yes. So you cannot beat the value you're going to get if you come in there October 20th and 21st. And if you already have your engagement ring and you need a Tacori wedding band, you can use it for that as well, men's or ladies.
And what are the hours? This is going on all day long? Because I know we had that 50-year, 50-minute...
No. It's open to close. That's on a Friday and Saturday, so 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And we will have a Tacori specialist from Tacori in the store as well.
You know, what was it? A couple weeks ago we did something where you had like $10 million worth of items in the store. Is Tacori just bringing... They're not bringing a certain amount of...
They bring everything. Everything they make will be there.
Wow. Even one-of-a-kind pieces.
Yes. So it's a really, it's a great event. We do them once a year with them, and people that come really get a great value on it.
It always seems to be that we do that in the fall. It always seems to be that we've done.
Yes, that's when we always like to do it.
Well, that's awesome. So, again, just tell them the hours one more time. Just so
10 a.m. to 7 p.m. It'll be Friday and Saturday, October 20th and 21st. And it can be used for Tacori purchase as well as the center diamond purchase, which, like I said, we now carry the bright crystal diamond, which is a diamond that has been certified. It can be GIA Gem Lab, all accepted by all the major gem labs, and is proven scientifically, which we will show you, to be amongst the top 10% brightest diamonds on Earth. You will not find a brighter diamond outside of Hearts on Fire, which we also sell. Isn't that amazing?
Isn't it amazing? Yes.
So we literally have the brightest diamonds in the world right in our store in Meyers Jewelers.
In Grove City.
Yep, in good old Grove City, 6-7 minutes just south of downtown Columbus.
All right, well, that's all we got for today.
That's it? Man, that flew by.
I know. We'll pick this back up next week, but do you have one last thing you want to say to anybody?
Yes, I do. Experience Meyers Jewelers.
Excellent.
That one hopefully will